say that this room has often been described as the inside of my head, and help if that's the case. Somebody said to me, would you say you're a collector? And I said, no, I'm not a collector. I just have a large quantity of the same thing. And they said, that's called a collector. But then I do think I'm not a collector, because I think with collectors, they know so much about their subject. So if they collect watches, they'll be able to say it's a 1958. I know nothing about my stuff at all. This is
I'm Sukomin. I'll be talking about Paul-Smith. Paul-Smith was established in 1978. Paul-Smith is in the fashion industry. It's an expanding global company in both retail and wholesale. It's famous for innovative creative design in menswear, womenswear, luxury accessories, including watches and pairs interiors. Organization structure. Paul-Smith belongs to an oligopoly market in high competitive fashion industry. Paul-Smith is a private limited company. According to UK links, Paul-Smith has 500 to 1,000 employees in UK, with one CEO, 8 directors. Paul-Smith has collaborated with Godi's UK for European distribution of its luxury goods. Godi's UK will be providing a comprehensive end-to-end service for all Paul-Smith products delivered into continental retail outlets and the designer-owned boutique via Godi's Eurofest distribution product. With partnership with Godi's Group Logistics, they also offer a range of value-added services specified to the sector, such as labeling, hanging, bagging and security, tagging of garments, and is due to open a new hub in Paris in late spring of next year.
Hi, I'm Neil, and I'm going to carry out the pest analysis. Political factors. The exploitation of cheap labour overseas is a major political factor affecting the fashion industry. However, Paul-Smith manages to avoid such issues as the majority of their products are manufactured in the UK. The impact of EU laws and legislation affects import restrictions from outside the EU alongside other issues such as minimum wage and maximum working time. Paul-Smith must abide by these rules and regulations in order to continue operating legally and ethically. Consumers are also becoming more aware and concerned about the sustainability of manufacturing clothing using organic and recyclable materials rather than disposable clothing which cannot be reused. Economic factors. Many companies are resorting to importing cheap materials and outsourcing their manufacturing. However, Paul-Smith has managed to stick to their original method of manufacturing top-quality goods to meet customer needs without relying on cheap imports. Great Britain are renowned for manufacturing clothing using the highest quality fabrics, which adds value to Paul-Smith's products and strengthens their reputation in the fashion industry. Paul-Smith have also managed to survive the recession by focusing more on the sale of affordable accessories and the fact that their products offer lasting value for a reasonable price so customers can get more out of the clothes they buy. Social factors. By designing the new Maggie Centre for those affected by cancer plus 2 new products, Paul-Smith has managed to show the public that the company are doing their part in helping society and giving back to the community. Also, young people have been starting to dress more smartly in recent years, reviving the classic and sophisticated look that Paul-Smith are experts in providing. Society's choice in clothing is now more influenced by the hype surrounding designer brands and the clothing that celebrities wear rather than by social class or background. Therefore, Paul-Smith's collections are managing to meet the demands and needs of their customers. Technological factors. Modern materials such as Gore-Tex and Lycra are becoming more popular in the production of clothing. Paul-Smith has adapted to these new changes by collaborating with Burton Snowboards to combine formal attire wear with innovative fabric technology to create modern leisure wear. Also, the online sector suffered the least during the recession, and the vast growth of the internet and online capabilities enables Paul-Smith to expand their global consumer base and implement new methods of trade and distribution. Finally, developments in multi-channel systems such as ProLogic, which are being used by Paul-Smith, have helped to improve productivity by allowing many technical business functions to be controlled accurately by a single electronic system.
Strength. Paul-Smith provides 12 collections and wholesales in 35 countries, having 14 stores in the UK, 200 throughout Japan, and stores in countries including Paris and New York. This enables them to target a wider market and diverse cultures. Paul Smith is a prominent British brand. It portrays the English fashion concept and has a very strong brand image which it has developed over the past years. Paul Smith collections are primarily produced in the UK. Paul Smith is in the luxury goods market. Goods produced in the UK are deemed high quality due to their Made in Britain tags. This acts as a strong selling point. Paul Smith are also able to respond quickly to changes in demand and consumer weaknesses. Paul Smith uses minimal advertising in comparison to competitors. Unlike most companies, they rely heavily on word of mouth, fashion shows, and also advertising campaigns. As its collections are mainly produced in the UK, it will be affected by the rising costs of raw materials. This will lead to increased production costs, which Paul Smith can choose to absorb itself or pass on to the consumer. This will lead to increase in price of its products. With changes in the economic climate over the last few years, consumers have less disposable income to spend on luxury items. Consumers are likely to go for cheaper substitutes. Low consumers will still shop with Paul Smith, but are likely to buy less.
Opportunities. Opportunities for Paul Smith. Embrace successful things happening in a company. Having a chance to produce products to target another industry field such as making furniture, cushions, kids wear, women's wear and men's wear. This targets the fashion industry. Then Paul Smith have accessories being produced such as puzzles, keyrings, etc. By doing this as a company, they've managed to generate products in each field and for customers to have their own preferences which make the name Paul Smith still known by the public. A number of UK clothing manufacturers have gone into administration in recent years, creating more opportunities for businesses such as Paul Smith to stand out. Another opportunity is the online market for the clothing to expand, creating further opportunities in both the UK and overseas. By doing this, people are able to buy garments off the website www.paulsmith.co.uk, www.asos.com/Paul Smith, www.paulsmithfurniture.com. Looking at the threats. Threats with a company such as Paul Smith, they have targeted a lot of industry with products they have chosen to produce, but the main threats that they face are companies that sell the same products. What I mean by that is having companies such as DHS who specialise in, let's say, furniture, and having Paul Smith that do exactly the same thing. That is seen as a threat. Looking at the value of chain. The value of chain consists of research, development, design, production, marketing, distribution, and customer service. Research and development is a way of producing new and improved products or services. Design looks at the detailed engineering of the products and services. This looks at such things as the fabric of the clothing before Paul Smith can actually bring it out and push it out. Production, resources used to produce a product or service, which is very similar to the design. Marketing, promotion of the products or services to the customer. An example of this is making such things as adverts, sending direct messages to customers, etc. Distribution, delivery of products or services to customers, i.e. special delivery when you buy something on a website. And last but not least, customer service, support provided for the customers after the sale. And these are methods used to comfort customers' needs.
Financial element. As you can see from this slide, Paul Smith has had a 2% increase in their pre-tax profit within the years 2009 and 2010. They have also seen an increase in the profit and loss and the total assets. This shows that Paul Smith is starting to recover after the recession. However, the total revenue has gone down from the years 2009 to 2010.
Competitor analysis. Paul Smith competes with Ted Baker, Gucci, Burberry, and other designer brands. However, Paul Smith also competes with other retail outlets such as Republic, Topshop, and River Island.
Porter's 5 forces, the marketing power of the supplier. This is low because Paul Smith is also a manufacturer, which means they will supply their own product. bargaining power of the customer. This is also low because Paul Smith is a luxury brand which does not leave room for their customers to bargain about their prices. First step is threat of new entrant. This is also going to be low because in the luxury brand market, it's very hard for a new industry to enter into the market. Threat of a substitute product. This is high because customers can always get the same standard of product at a fraction of the price, and competitors rival you within the industry. This is going to be high because Paul Smith has a high number of competitors within the luxury goods brand.
Bombay.